We believe that we need to serve our community, that we need to get out and to help people in a variety of settings.
Thanks and gratitude from the bottom of my heart. I've never felt so blessed and so loved and so wrapped in the Lord's love.
The gift of generosity is something that's hard to explain. So if you're out serving the community, it impacts you in ways that are something you can't really predict.
It was amazing. It was so stretching and faith-giving just to be part of that process and to just help people.
You know, I get more out of that than the people that we're helping. I really do.
Jesus was all about helping people. Jesus was all about love. Jesus was all about giving and caring. That's what the river is about.
A river moves, it comes from a source, and then it goes out from that source and it impacts the world wherever it flows.
The river has never been about just us. On purpose, the river flows. It brings life to the places that it touches. I always use the analogy, we're not like a pond that's just trying to collect things and people, but we want to be going places and doing things. In the first year that we gathered, we surprised everyone, and we did a serve day on a Sunday. People came to church, hundreds of people didn't know about it, and we said, hey, today we're going to go love on the community, we're going to go serve the community. And that began to set the DNA that we want to care about our community. We've done edgy things, especially in those early years, and I remember one of the unique things that we did one year, you had a thing called the Magdalene Project.
The Magdalene Project was based on a few verses in the New Testament where Jesus has this interaction with a woman, and the woman was a woman that had a bad reputation, but he treated her and spoke to her with dignity. He helped her to feel seen and feel valued and feel loved. And she came away from that conversation a changed woman. We had some ladies involved with the church at that time who worked at Ulta. And so Ulta apparently clears their shelves every once in a while, so we were the recipient of a lot of great hair products, a lot of great makeup products, a lot of wonderful perfumes, anything that a woman would buy to help herself feel pampered or feel special or feel beautiful. All those kinds of items were donated to us, so we filled 30 good-sized bags with all of these wonderful, expensive items that were just given to us. And we took them into strip clubs in the Fort Wayne area and gave them away to the girls that danced there. We had great conversations with the girls about how they are loved by God, just as every person is loved by God, that He does not see them any differently because of where they work. And it led to more great conversations. We had a few come to church. So that was a really fun season.
It was real awkward going into it, but the girls seemed to appreciate it, and it was very meaningful. One of the women with us would, before we'd go in, she'd walk around and pray around the building, and I had never seen anybody do that before, and that was impactful too.
Hi, I'm Isaias Gabriel, and just thankful to have the River Christian Church visiting us this week. Being really encouraging to be able to meet the leaders that were here last year in an exploratory trip, checking out everything, and now to see that vision fulfilled.
You can see the cows have been here, and all the bugs that are in the water, the drinking water that they have. Not very clean. Somehow, if the people here had clean water, it would be a great help to them.
Just an honor that your church would even consider volunteering to come help our students.
Today we're painting a detached garage. I like doing it because it just really makes you feel good the whole day, because you did something nice. It just makes you feel really good to help others.
I invited my friends and we all get to laugh and hang out and just have some fun while serving others.
We do the Camp NeighborLink every summer, and we get connected with NeighborLink through the river. I go with Stuart participating with Love Fort Wayne and the School Connect program, growing our partnership with Lindley. and helping those teachers and the students with various things that they need, getting the community more involved with the schools. Yeah, the first time I walked into Prayer Works, like, it was just super powerful because that's a place where you can really feel the Holy Spirit. And I love going there and just sitting in the peaceful space and then praying with people that come in. I've met people there that have actually ended up serving on our worship team a time or two. It's a really special place. I met a couple of nuns there. I love how you can meet different people from different denominations and different faiths that maybe you wouldn't meet otherwise, because it's a place that's meant to bring everybody together.
We took a team of 5, and then we connected with another church that had 5, and we went to the Amazon. It was like a 24-hour travel. We get there early in the morning, and we just were go for a good 10, 11 days. And we were reaching out to just these crazy tiny little villages that would come on these little boats and kayaks to see us on this, really it's a cruise ship the size of that boat, but to be able to see them and to help them and be connected with an organization that comes back every 3 months and that will invest in them and will invest not only in their health, but their future and their faith. It was cool ministry, and then we're doing that again this year. It's going to be amazing.
Had the opportunity to take a trip with like 25 guys down to the very point of Texas when they had their hurricane, and we jumped in a 15-passenger van and a minivan, and we drove the 26 hours down there straight.
On not much notice either. It was like 2 days before. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to do this? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it was an amazing trip. A lot of hours in the car together, but some of those bonds that we've created from that still last, 8 years later. Seeing some of the heartache and brokenness. While we were down there, we got to meet the owner of the house that we were working in all week. His name was Ken, and just seeing the devastation in his eyes of pretty much losing everything that he has ever had in his life, and seeing people pack it up in garbage bags and take it to the end of the street was heartbreaking. But we also got the opportunity just to sit there and talk with him and build relationship with him. But seeing joy, even in the tiredness of all of our physical bodies, the joy that God was moving in those times was really special.
We had a pretty antiquated, moldy bathroom in a 120-year-old farmhouse that my family, my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and I grew up in. I remember praying about, because there wasn't any money and we were just getting by, and praying about how we're going to live here. And John Griswold and a team of men came and demoed the bathroom and put new walls in the shower and toilet area, new floor, huge gift.
You've helped with a lot of projects around here. What's kind of one that kind of stands out for you?
Well, one that a lot of people can relate to is Lee and Cammie. They go to our church, and they were in a need of a new roof. We did a total tear off and new shingles put on, with valleys and ridge vents and the whole shot. So we had a lot of good help there. I remember Tom was on the ground cutting shingles, which is a very important job because they were all cut right. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. And Lee fed us all great. We had, yep. I think he had really good hamburgers on the grill and yep. Lots of things to drink. It was probably the hottest day of the year. Anytime you're going to do some roofing, that usually figures out that way.
It was miserable on the ground. How they were up on that roof working, I felt so bad. I tried to
John
keep
got
them
sick.
I tried to keep them hydrated. I carrying water for them, and they got done. And the whole time they were working, all 3 days. And I looked at Mark. I said, "Now, Mark, I said, please don't put me off anymore. He said, Lee, he says, we've talked about this an awful lot. He said, there are some people that wanted to help. Said, you are loved at church. I paid for the dumpster, which was $500, and I paid the $2,500. I got my entire roof plate replaced for $3,000. I still get misty thinking about it. The river didn't have to do that, you know, but they did, and it helped us tremendously.
We've been able to go different places around the world and even in our country to try to have an impact. We've taken groups to Dominican Republic over the years. I've been to Haiti to help teach. Been able to go to Russia when you're able to do that to help teach. And over the years, we've worked with numerous organizations, Inasmuch Ministry, the Rescue Mission. We've worked with Shepherd's House. I remember a stage full of shoes all over the stage that we gave to the Rescue Mission for the men there. I recall bringing in compassion ministry and sponsoring children, and we did auctions for them. We built wells in Africa. We have been involved in so many different things over the years. We've rescued dozens of children through Destiny Rescue out of sexual exploitation. And so we've always cared about our community, and we've cared about reaching the world.